Hi. Day 11. Thought I'd check in and say hello and sort of talk about a few things that I've been skirting around or avoiding or not talking about. It's a little easier to talk for a couple of minutes, than it is to write something significant, Part of the redo, of course, has to be, the physical component and the health component and taking care of myself and creating a balance. Beloved friend and I were chatting, and balance, we talked about balance, how every practice encourages balance, seeking balance. And I was kind of thinking in my little bit of a meltdown when I was having that, discussion with myself, with the little, depressed person here, and then the little, like, you can do this over here, arguing back and forth, me going at myself and you watching it. I mentioned something about balance in there. I mentioned about, encouraging you to, stand on one foot, putting on a boot, rather than, sitting on the edge of the bed. And I want to pick up on that because, oddly enough, it's a really good practice. It's something you can do, and it's something you can gauge all the time. And I broaden it out all the time. Instead of sitting down or instead of, leaning on something, I stand up. And yes, you know that, I try to do yoga. Well, I went to a yoga class today and, couldn't do much of any of the postures. And near the end of the class, I found myself getting really down. I just thought, wow, what's this for, And Tina said, that's not what yoga's about, just remember, that's not what yoga's about. And she's right, because there's a lot of other things I couldn't do when I started. And I love the practice, and it's made a difference in my life, and that's really all that matters, is finding something that makes a difference in your life that contributes to your wellness, and that contributes to your wellness. So, it's sort of a whole thing. Anything we do that contributes to our wellness, I'm going to take a leap and assume that it helps establish better balance. So when I'm strengthening my core, standing on my head, and feeling pretty full of myself for being able to do it, I am not only creating balance, but I'm establishing a more balanced life because I'm getting healthier. I think I just repeated myself. Okay, so I don't know how things are going so far, what any of the readers, except a few who've communicated with me, are feeling or thinking. I've got some ideas about where I want to take all of this, but today I had to remind myself, and so that I can remind you that, that there is a health component. I am eating differently, and I'm better. I'm a vegetarian / vegan, so, but that doesn't, that's me. I'm paying attention to what I need. I'm, reading, and, I'm not trying to go off half-baked. I'm just trying to be balanced, better balanced, not overdoing quite so much. Trying to get to bed at the same time at night. Waking up is a real struggle for me. That's been a struggle for me a long time, and it continues to be. I wander into the night and I can push bedtime. But morning, oh wow, like is it ever hard to get out of bed? I'm tired. Part of that is that I don't sleep well, and so I'm trying to address that. And I'm trying to get more regular sleep, more patterned sleep, and hoping that it will make a difference overall in my mood and in my contributions to me and other things. So I don't know, not much more to say today other than, to thank everybody for their comments. Everyone's been very kind, and I appreciate you taking the time, but it's going to be one way or the other. And one thing I talked about was questioning, and it's something I want to explore. It's the aspect that when something is problematical, like when there's an issue, when you're having an issue, that you pose the question to yourself as to how do I resolve this, and begin to look at the thing. So I want to talk a little bit more about questions and how to ask questions of yourself, and then answer them in a way to move you forward into better alignment, and so that you are attracting what you need. I'm talking about me when I say you, like we, like what I need in my life. And so part of that practice, and putting that practice into practice, so that gradually over the year, I hopefully will start to talk about successful attractions. I could already go on with a bunch that happened, but I've had a couple of other things happen this week that have kind of thrown me off balance. Again, back to balance. And anyway, we'll end it there for now. But we'll end it by saying, let's just stand on one foot. That's not a proper pose. That's not proper. I'm just doing that because, I can, and I wanted you to do that. And I don't know if you can even see that. My leg is in there, so I don't know if you can. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. Just create better balance. Balancing. So try standing on one foot, but that balance will float and move around into all aspects of your life. I know it will. Namaste, y'all. Over and out.